Everyone, this is your broker Samuel Lau. So dito ulit tayo, year 2026. So allow me to greet everyone. Happy New Year, no? So I wish you all prosperity for this year of the horse, firing horse, no? Fire horse. So tonight, it's our week 1 of our PHMLS Tuesday learning. So it's 8 weeks module itong hinanda namin, but this first week is titled Why Hardworking Brokers Like You Are Still Invisible in 2026. Kumbaga, it's a wake-up call, no? Wake-up call natin lahat. So, magandang topic to na hinanda natin. So again, allow me to share it for the next 30 minutes, then we'll do open discussion. Pag may mga questions kayo, para hindi nyo makalimutan, please type it in our chat box. So allow me to start. A quite reality in this year, no? Broker are working hard. Tayo lahat naman are workaholic, no? Marketing activity is higher than before. Competition is heavier. Buyer response is slower. Yet visibility is decreasing. So bakit kaya, no? You ask yourself, active naman ako, workaholic ako, competition nandyan, but bakit yung visibility ko in my marketing, especially in social media, pababa? Something changed. Actually, may nangyari last quarter, last year, especially in a social media and digital marketing. Yan ang isi-share ko sa inyo tonight. So let's be honest, ano muna tayo? Self-assessment muna tayo. So please ask yourself, are you posting listing regularly? I depend mainly on social media. Then repeat posting weekly, pabalik-balik. Wait for inquiry to come. So most broker do all the fours. So this normal but no longer enough. So itong yung mga parang ganado lang tayo mag-post ngayon or kumbaga naka-planner lang yung posting natin. Kumbaga parang naka-schedule, no? So walang masyadong human interaction, walang masyadong emotion, walang masyadong story yung posting natin. And sometimes we replied on the engagement maybe 5 hours or 1 day after. It's kind of wala nang direction, kumbaga patay na ang ganyang klaseng style. So pag-usapan natin yan mamaya. So the problem is not the hard work any. The problem is not lack of skills, not lack of listing, not lack of effort. Kasi lahat naman tayo as listing, we always collaborate with fellow brokers, we always try our best to effort, but the problem is the structure of your visibility. Hard work without structure, that's not scalable. Kasi lalo na sa algorithm ng Facebook, pabago-bago, so we need to ride on to the change because what is constant in our marketing, in sales and marketing, is the changes. Every now and then, Facebook, Meta, TikTok, and others are changing. So we need to adapt on that change. So structural visibility explain your listing exists beyond timeline. Buyers can find you anytime. Brokers can cooperate with you anytime, easily. And you can share anytime, 24/7, your listing for collaboration. And information stay consistent and credible. So how are we going to work this structure para we can really create integrity among ourselves as our collaborator, as our co-broker, co-agents, and others? So we need to do something. And dapat yung posting mo will not expire. Because bakit? I'll tell you, sa Facebook ngayon, may mga listing tayo na nag-e-expire na siya. So we will discuss that on the next few slides. So before I go to the deeper content of our learning tonight, please kindly watch carefully. This is only 6 minutes. Pakinggan natin and take note, no? Please take note on what you learn from this guy. So this video happened last quarter, last year. Marami siyang ituturo sa atin kung ano yung mga major change nangyari sa Facebook or Meta company, especially on our digital marketing. Okay, so let's get ready.
Have you ever felt like your Facebook ads just fell off? Same budget, same audience, same creative, but your results worse every week. And you're thinking, did I miss something? Did something change? You did, but it's not your fault. So Meta quietly rolled out a major AI update, and it's called Andromeda, and it's rewriting the rules of paid ads. And it's already live in your campaigns. And if you're still playing by the old rules and running ads the old way, you're already losing out on tons of money. And in this video, I'm going to explain how to fix that and what the new rules are. I'm going to show you exactly what changed and why you need to change your strategy immediately. And the 3 steps you need to take right now to stay profitable with Meta ads. So let's dive into it. So here's the deal. Andromeda isn't just another feature. It's a new infrastructure for Meta. It's an AI-powered engine that decides which ads even get seen. So here's the thing. Forget targeting hacks or budget tweaks. This system ranks your ads based on how well your creatives feed the actual machine. Meta first rolled this out in late 2023, and by the end of 2024, they integrated it directly into Advantage Plus, but they've been doing a lot of investments into AI and its algorithm a lot more recently. And now in 2025, if your ads aren't built for Andromeda, they die faster than ever. So let's break this down. When you upload an ad, Andromeda decides where it goes, where it gets seen, and who it gets shown to. It does this by scanning through millions of possible ads and ranking them by performance potential. The goal is to make the feed feel personalized, native, and scroll stopping. But here's the thing about Meta ads. It's not just about your targeting anymore. We're moving past that. It's more about your creative. And it's about how many different creatives you have, how often you refresh them, and how well they match the real human behavior. And campaigns prioritizing creative diversification are seeing better conversions for their ads because the algorithm has more creative inputs to learn from, meaning more signals, better matches, and better results. So the old way to run ads, you would focus a lot on targeting, running a few creatives, and A/B testing a few set of ads, maybe 3 to 5. In the new system, you give Meta a buffet of creative options so Andromeda can mix and match for every user and get more data and more signals. And if your ads feel stale, it's because you're feeding a buffet with a single plate of food. And here's the thing, Meta wants creative diversification, UGCs, statics, motion graphics, videos, reels, etc. So if you're only running 1 or 2 creative or even 1 or 2 creative formats, you're starving the machine and it's not going to be able to optimize. Their new algorithm is built to be able to handle a lot more creatives, which it wasn't able to do before. So first, you want to focus on creative diversification. One angle and one format isn't enough anymore. Meta wants multiple creatives, different hooks, different tones, different formats. You can even try different people in the ad because the more variation you give it, the better the system learns who to match it with. The second thing you want to focus on is creative volume. That's going to be your new advantage. Andromeda isn't shy. It wants quantity. It's not in a spammy way, but if you're not testing 5 to 10 to 15 more variations, you're moving too slow and you don't have enough creative diversification. The third is that format matters more than ever. Try reels, stories, carousel, static. Each format sends a different signal back to the algorithm. And Andromeda doesn't treat them equally. It personalizes it by format too, and it shows it to the right person. The fourth is that broad targeting beats narrow. And this is one that some agencies and media buyers haven't gone in on, but it works and it's proven. What you want to do is let Meta handle the targeting. Don't try to think that you're smarter than the algorithm. Let the creative do the heavy lift. All right, so to recap, your ads are dying because Meta's new system rewards variety, freshness, and good signals. The old school methods like micro-targeting and scaling a single creative, those are breaking down fast. Step one, build a diverse creative library. That means multiple formats, multiple angles, multiple people, multiple voices, a founder talking video, a product demo, UGC style testimonial, a meme format. Try all of it. Don't just make ads, make creative assets. And you want to treat it like you're building a playlist. Every track is different for different people. Step two is use Meta's tools to your advantage. Test out Advantage Plus Creative. Test Advantage Plus Audience. Use Meta's own AI to help you do the heavy lifting. Don't try to fight the machine, instead feed the machine. Meta even publishes best practices, especially about those critical performance 5 recommendations. Step three, let the system learn. Don't kill ads too fast, and make sure that you have the tracking set up correctly to send the right signals back to Meta. And here's the thing, sometimes you have to let the ads run for 48 to 72 hours minimum so that it has enough data to optimize. Watch the performance at the creative level, not just at the campaign level. Look at CTR, CPM, CPC, cost per results, and iterate. Always iterate. What you want to do is you want to make sure you're taking the learnings from your first test and iterate on what's working and kill what's not. And here's another tip. Just because you don't like how an ad looks doesn't mean it won't work. Sometimes the ugly ads outperform the pretty ads. So here's what you want to do next. Open up your ad account, take a look at your creatives. Do you have creative diversification? If you don't, then you have some work to do. And also you want to make sure you're looking at your pixel and making sure that your match quality score is optimized and you're seeing 8s in there instead of 4s and 6s, and let the AI do the work. And if all of this sounds overwhelming or you just want to move faster, our agency can help. At Great Marketing AI, we build creative engines that help.
Okay, so hope you able to take note no doon sa mga tips niya. So keyword dito is the Andromeda style. Okay? Yung latest changes of Meta in FB marketing is using Andromeda style. So if you want to know more, just Google or use AI to know more what is Andromeda style. Okay?
Have you ever
Now, let's move on. So, visibility versus credibility. Important professional as we know, broker and RESP. Visibility. So, in Meta and Facebook and TikTok and others, we like likes, shares, view, and we also monitor the algorithm driven, no? Kaya, you cannot improve if you cannot measure. So, we always do Meta activity. By the way, Meta is Facebook. We always do Facebook activity, but we are not checking our insights. We're not checking our number of views, number of engagement, number of new followers, and direct messages activity. How Meta score our activity. Kumbaga, meron tayong scorecard. You can do monitor it weekly or monthly. And then, try to be creative to improve your number. Kasi may positive yan or pababa, going up or going down. So, try to be more into monitoring your numbers and always how to go up. Credibility naman is organizing your listing, clear your pricing, verified data, professional presentation. So, these two, which is which, they're all very, very important, no? But being, especially on my fellow licensed broker, organizing our listing is very important. So for our real-time exchange listing nationwide to our fellow co-brokers, and doon kumukuha ng listing ang mga agents natin. Clear pricing, we broker are trained how to do fair market value para magbigay ng broker's opinion to our client wanted to sell their property. Kaya dapat may consistency, no? Of course, we know all our ads, always the pricing, especially in resale market, meron yang tinatawag nating negotiated value pa yan, always negotiable. Verified data, very, very important. Kasi mahirap mag-post, mag-market, mag-share sa MLS, and tayo mismo licensed broker failed to verify the property that it is legally feasible to sell, to market, to share. Dapat may ATS tayo. On top of ATS, it's not enough. Dapat na-validate natin yung kausap natin. Siya talaga registered owner. Yung document are ready to sell. Kumbaga, walang problem, walang nakitang problema, kumbaga, legally feasible, no? So, we will have another major topic on the due diligence, no? So, professionally presented, tayo broker, we need to put our presentation, especially in our MLS, there's a storyline. Hindi yung pataas, pababa, pati yung description, pataas, pababa, no? So, mahirap. Dapat, so that when a fellow co-broker scout on our MLS, dapat very malinaw, madali maintindihan yung property listing mo. From the presentation alone, nandoon yung anong hinahanap. Okay, the usual our client look for, okay, Sam, I'm looking for a warehouse. So ano ba yung property? Saan located? So dapat provided in our listing yung Google location map. Okay? Number 2, ano ang shape ng lupa? Dapat provided yung sketch plan or lot plan with technical measurement. And then what else? The major details, kung description, photos, or videos, no? So, dapat it's organized natin yan, no? So, visibility attract attention. But credibility attracts decision maker, no? So, why visibility alone failed? Social media marketing breakdown because our post disappear in an hours or a day. Later malalaman nyo saan ba dapat mag-post sa social media to sustain, pero to sell, pero nadidelete pala siya sa Meta. Dinidelete ni Meta. Okay, we will discuss that later. So post disappear in an hours or a days. Buyers see conflicting informations. Listing looks unverified. Trust delayed. Kasi lalo na pangit yung presentation or kulang-kulang kasi takot tayong masulot yung listing natin, etc. So, tuloy-tuloy we misrepresent the Google coordinates, Google PIN, and other, no? So, buyer today are risk adverse, no? They don't trust noisy or unstructured or magulong presentation. They trust very structured presentation, advertising, or data information. So the more they can trust, the more clean, net, minimalist, and everything, the more it become attractive, no? So let's barotropic explain. Ano ba itong barotropic? Okay, karamihan natin we do our marketing in the digital world, especially in the social media. And these are all barotropic. Facebook timelines, group, real stories, barotropic. It's temporary. Let's say you post in the group chat. Can you still search it yung posted natin last Thursday or last Monday? Mahirap hanapin. Especially in the reels. Especially in your stories. Lalo na stories where, ito yung tandaan mo ha, stories. Lalo na stories, may timeline, may limitation. But very, very important. Babalikan natin, we will discuss more about the stories. So you don't control all those topics now. You don't control the reach. Kasi it's algorithm, it's the Facebook, siya yung naghanap kanino ka ipipid. If you try to check sa Facebook mo, kahit meron kang 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 friends or followers, if you try to check yung ka-engage mo, araw-araw yung kausap mo, ka-engage mo, yung nag-like, nag-comment on your FB, these are the same people always do like and your listing. Not even 100 of your friends, not even 100 of your followers. Why? Because the algorithm says like that. Pero, of course, may mga changes na rin yan. So, sa atin lang ngayon, we keep on monitoring. We need to make sure your scorecard natin, your insight na monitor natin. Kaya, if you don't monitor your numbers, tendency, how can you improve? Hindi mo nga alam yung scorecard mo in terms of number of followers, in terms of how percentage your engagement and views and others, no? So reach lifespan, algorithm always change. Borrow traffic until it does not, no? So we discuss. Dapat on top of our social media, on top of TikTok, Meta, YouTube, and others, we need to maintain our professionalism. And what is this? We need to have our own system kasi walang forever kay Meta. Dati ang galing ni Faye, ang galing ni De La Cruz kasi meron siyang 10,000 followers na. Ang galing ni Angie kasi may 150,000 followers na siya. Again, that's nothing anymore today. What is important is you have the control because if you depend it with Meta, TikTok and everything, they keep on changing. Every year, they keep on changing their algorithm. So, dapat we professionals, we own our system. A permanent listing presence. Na kahit nagbabago si Meta, but we have our platform na hindi nagbabago, control natin. Searchable inventories. Consistent data, not only us, but together with our fellow brokers. And real-time fellow collaboration. System keep working even when you stop posting. Kasi kay Meta, kung anong post mo ngayon, dapat you need to repost again this next week para makita yung repost, para makita. Kumbaga, just like in your messenger, post ka ngayon. If you want, post ka ulit tomorrow. If you want, post ka ulit another day para makita. Or else, natatabunan tayo. The same thing with our Meta, with our social media. So, here comes our system, no? Why professional markets use a system? It's a global lessons. Developed markets use MLS system. All the way it's still MLS, but we are connecting with the real world because it protect brokers. When you say it protect brokers, nandyan lahat yung internet branding mo. Nandyan lahat. Let's say, parang nagtayo ka ng opisina, but your MLS website, it's your marketing website, it's your landing website, it is your internet brand that buyer and fellow brokers and agents can search you, see you, who is delacrosse.com, who is broker Delacrosse, who is broker Satina. So if they search, lalabas, searchable ka online. Because Meta, searchable pero pabago-bago. Meta is for social network. Website is for professionalism. Okay? It protect broker. It create your standardized listing. You can even collaborate real time with the standardized listing of your fellow broker nationwide and do collaboration nationwide. It reduce chaos kasi meron tayong standard format, lalo na yung broker-seller co-broker agreement, commission sharing, always 50-50 pag one side seller-broker, buyer-broker. And kagandahan, kahit I am in Cebu, just like tonight, we have around more than 20 to 30 brokers. We can collaborate in Luzon brokers. We can collaborate in Visayas broker. We can collaborate with our Mindanao broker in real time because we can check all their standard listing posting in our MLS system. So we have the platform. So increased deal efficiency because the more broker, the more listing, the more marketing people who help collaborate and market our listing nationwide with fellow brokers and buyers. So MLS was built to protect us brokers, not to replace us. So it helped us. Imagine if you don't do MLS, how can you be a broker in a small island in Bohol, network real time with brokers outside Bohol? An OFW will call you, I want a listing in Cavite. I want a listing in Dipolog. I want a listing in Davao. Sasabihin na lang ni broker sa Tina, sorry, I'm Bohol-based broker only. But if you have this internet presence, your website, MLS platform, you can always tell your client, OFW, please browse my angelicabusu.com or abusurealty.com, and you can see all our listing not only in Bohol but outside Bohol, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. And what's the beauty? We have the standardized listing. It is all verified by all licensed listing broker. So how about the agents? The agents collaborate with their upline licensed broker, the one who supervises these agents. And it is also the captain of the ship. It is all the broker, the command of responsibility. So we broker don't put our listing in our MLS system without strong validation. If you trusted your agent A to do your posting, or you trusted your secretary in your realty to do the uploading, yes, we can do that. But again, we as an upline or the licensed broker is the command of the responsibility. It is our obligation. Okay? Now, what is our PHMLS anchor? We're not selling our MLS. Here, we are doing real collaboration. Okay, well, let's isa-isa natin, no? PHMLS is not a marketing replacement. It's not a lead selling platform. It's not a hyping tools. In fact, we help broker exist. We help broker build your credibility kasi nagkakaroon ka ng strong internet presence. Either you white label the system with your own angelicaabuso.ph because you buy that brand in the domain name, what we call, or you want an angelicarealty.com. Again, you buy that brand domain name to white label your MLS platform. So all of us here, 30 of us, we can have our own unique brand name. Kung ano yung SEC name mo, you can follow. Kung ano yung DTI name mo, you can buy that in the internet as your domain name. Pero the insight, the content, pareho tayo. Kung anong in-upload ko, in real time lalabas sa website nyo. Kung anong in-upload ni De La Cruz, in real time lalabas sa website namin. So, if we have 100 subscriber nationwide, 10 of us uploaded, let's say, 5 property each. So, 5 times 10, that is 50 new properties inventory in all our websites nationwide. So, what is in my website, it's the same what is also in your website. So, we all have the same listing inventories. So, yun ang kagandahan. And all our website subscriber is validated, all licensed PRC licensed broker. And all our DSP agents work under our accredited licensed broker. So, yun po ang support credibility. And then, all our listing, lifetime nandyan yan. And it's every 90 days, palaging updated. Kasi we required all our licensed broker to update the listing regularly every 90 days. Or don't wait 90 days. Let's say, maybe a month after, you always do regular update of your 10 or 20 or 30 or 50 listing. Baka nabenta na yan, so you delete it, or baka nagbago yung presyo, tumaas or bumaba, you edit it. So that all our listing is updated, and we can always tell to our client, Mr. Buyer, browse my angelicarealty.com. I can guarantee you all our listing is verified by a licensed broker nationwide who is part of our network. So if you go to Batangas, you will be taking good care by our licensed broker based in Batangas. Okay? So you can always tell them honestly because that's how our system works, no? So, again, bago ko i-continue yung bonus topic ko, just a brief reminder. Next week, this week, our topic is all about visibility, we call our mindset. But next week is from competing to cooperating, the broker mindset ship, no? Because system only work when a mindset changes first. So this is our modules for the next 8 weeks. Today we do our diagnose ourselves. Where am I now? Asan na ba tayo ngayon? Where are we positioning so that we can adapt the change for the year 2026? Next week, we will discuss the mind setting, why cooperation matters a lot among us. You cannot be a stand-alone broker. Okay? Huwag ka nang magpakahirap mag-recruit ng marami because with our system, every new broker join our MLS, become our collaborator, become our business partner, become our associate, collaborator, co-broker nationwide. Week 3, buyer's behavior, pag-usapan natin. Week 4, listing life cycle. Week 5, data and credibility. Week 6, solo, risk. Week 7, the global MLS standard. Week 8 is system and business ownership. So these modules for the next 8 weeks. So hope I can see you pabalik-balik because it's a good learning for all of us. So few slides bonus. How Meta really works in year 2026. Again, you can screenshot that one. How Meta works for this year. Meta now favor consistency, not perfection. Yung pa iba pa perfect ng posting. Ngayon, bahala na. Consistent dapat if you post regularly, araw-araw, morning, what time, or hapon, what time, or evening, what time. So your followers, meron silang inaabangan, no? Parang telenovela sa TV na nag-aabang ka sa prime show na 7 p.m. no, sa gabi. So kumbaga episode or series, no? Dapat consistent. Video, dapat video over than poster. Hindi naman na totally puro video, but dapat may video na talaga. Kahit na 30 seconds or 40 seconds or ano lang. Kahit video of the bahay or everything. Conversation over broadcasting. Okay? Trust over hyping. So the old way, pause when you feel ready or wait until you are expert, wala na po yun. Don't pressure yourself to learn more. Kahit na dapat in the process of action, you are learning. Ang laro ngayon is pabilisan. Pabilisan. Pause, 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 and measure your result and do a real-time adjustment along the way. Okay? What is the three triangle of Meta? The real, the pause, and the stories. So, para saan sila? Okay, when we talk about reels, it's the video. Video and reels, isa na lang yan, no? So, so if your goal is to be discovered, so you post a lot of reels or video. Kasi it helps stranger to discover. It crack eyeball for people to pause for a while. So, it increases the growth of your followers also. How about number 2? If you want people to trust you as a broker to build integrity, trustworthy, okay, post a lot of educational item to educate your followers. If we are a broker, alam natin what is that, di ba? So basic due diligence, awareness, caution, para maiwasan ma-scam. So it helps your follower pa balik to you. Okay? Very important, di lang yung addition. Dapat they are keep on coming, watching, doing engagement, content, PM, remarks on your post. It helps you to be the authority. If you are from Bohol, you post a lot of items to help educate and promote Bohol as a island, economy, tourism, to help avoid being scammed in Bohol. Okay, what are those common problems in Bohol? You can always do, no? Stories equals sales. So nowadays, kung gusto natin bumenta talaga, we need to post in our stories. Okay? Please type 5. Ilan ba dito ang nagpo-post na ng stories? Please type 5. Yung mga nagpo-post na ng stories. So, para alam natin ilan lang, no? See, no? Ilan lang pala mga gumagamit na sa story. So, yung mga nag-post 5 times in the stories, again, meaning in a day, 5 times. So, please type 8. Yung mga nag-post 5 times or more in a day, please type 8. Okay. So, stories, if you want to sell, do it on the stories, because once you post stories in real time, all your followers will see it. It will, no help. So, inner circle, your warm audience, it helps create conversation. So, the key line here, if you are not selling, meaning you are probably not using stories properly. Somehow, what I just post video, what I just post in the feed, no, like poster in my regular profile, etc., or even in my page, it shows here in the meta. If you want to sell, go to stories. Stories equals sell. Trust equals post. To be discovered equals video and reel. Malinaw po yan. So again, here, why stories sell more than posts? Only seen by followers. Why stories work? It's the only be seen by the followers. Build daily relationship. No pressure selling. Buyers buy from people they see daily. People they trusted. People who can educate them. So, dapat balansi din, no? Because if you want education, you need to post it in your regular feed profile to help build trust. But do it consistently, especially in your stories, para makita tayo palagi so that we can sell. So, ano yung formula in postings? As I mentioned to you, hindi lang one time. Dapat, di ba, you minsan nakakatanggap ka ng notification, your story is about to expire. Kasi isa lang or dalawa, then after 24 hours, wala na siya, no? So, stories, 5 story per day visibility equals sales. Human moment, yung pa-selfie-selfie natin, dapat nandun yun na hindi parang robot lang tayo, that we're really person managing our Facebook, our meta, hindi yung VA lang natin or virtual assistant na naka-schedule lang siya, parang robot, no? Tips or lessons. Caution, warning, text message, less than 180 letters para bold, kulay. Proof or experience, let's say nag-close deal kayo, nag-viewing kayo, ganun. Soft offer, and mga iba pa, no? So rule is this. No stories, no sales conversion. Okay? Lastly, very important to sum up lang, feed equals authority. Screenshot this one. Stories equals selling. Page your inventory. So you can create page para lahat ng mga property listing mo galing sa PHMLS mo, ipasok mo sa page mo on the regular feed. Okay? And then direct message is closing. So again, DM is closing. So dapat yung call to action mo is you do direct message. So all of these things, if you cannot panel it down to your personal conversation, to your follower, to your friends, how can you do closing? How can you do direct selling, no, to your specific real estate property? So DM me for more guidance, for more info, and etc. So again, as long as you respect this separation, your algorithm is safe. Kasi minsan pag pabalik-baliktad tayo, minsan nabablock na tayo ni Meta, hindi na natin alam but wala na tayo masyadong activity. Kumbaga, kahit nag-paid ads ka, tuloy questionably, parang garbage lang ang mga nag-i-engage sa akin. Nauubos na lang ang pera, no? So again, we need to understand. We don't need to compete or to beat or talunin si algorithm. We need to ride on to the music of the algorithm. Pakisabay tayo sa kanya. Okay? Year 2026 na po tayo and we need to adapt the changes. So I have another 3 minutes video, please kindly watch and take notes kung anong mga learnings na makukuha niyo for this for almost 4 minutes video.
"2026 will not reward effort. It will not reward intelligence, and it will not reward talent. 2026 will reward position. The people who win will look lucky, but they will not be. They will simply understand something most people still don't." By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to move faster than 99% of people, without burning out, without chasing trends, and without fighting uphill battles. Every decade has a rule set. The old rules were simple. Work harder, grind longer, accumulate more. Those rules are dying. In 2026, speed comes from leverage, not labor. The people still competing with effort will be outrun by those who compete with systems. This is why smart people feel stuck, while average people suddenly explode forward. Winning fast does not mean shortcuts. It means removing friction. Most people move slowly because they are fighting resistance at every step. The fastest winners do the opposite. They align themselves with forces already moving forward. Momentum beats motivation. Position beats effort. Timing beats intensity. Skill matters less than placement. In every industry, rewards flow to visibility, not mastery. The best musician rarely becomes famous. The best thinker rarely becomes influential. The winner is the one standing where attention already exists. In 2026, attention is the currency that buys speed. Ideas are cheap. Distribution is rare. Most people build something, then hope people find it. Winners reverse the process. They secure attention first, then decide what to sell, teach, or build. This is why faceless channels win. This is why personal brands scale. This is why creators outpace corporations. Real speed comes from stacking leverage, leverage of media, leverage of code, leverage of systems, leverage of capital. You don't need all of them. You need one used consistently, one video multiplied by platforms, one skill multiplied by audience, one idea multiplied by time. In 2026, perception will move faster than truth. People don't reward accuracy. They reward clarity. Those who sound confident will outrun those who are correct but quiet. This is why silence, mystery, and restraint increase authority. The fastest winners think long-term, but act in short, aggressive windows. They compress learning. They compress output. While others hesitate, they publish. While others perfect, they iterate. Speed belongs to those who move imperfectly, but consistently. Most people in 2026 will overconsume information, underproduce results, wait for certainty. They will mistake preparation for progress. Winners will feel unready and move anyway. Winning fast in 2026 is not about doing more. It's about standing in the right place, saying the right thing, and letting leverage do the work. Power is quiet. Speed is silent.